That's why you don't need to care what people think of Jayu. They're saying Jayu's a nice lad, but he doesn't really associate with people. Like he actually he looks at what I do behind my back, like on the internet and stuff, and never told me a word. But he says to me, like he'll say to me the next day after I've said something about him, he'll say, "I do have friends, Ben. Like I'm not that lonely. Like because I know he looks at the stuff I do. Well, he does have friends, but he sticks to himself a lot. I guess like a normal male, like a lot of men are like that. I mean, I'm the same. I'm not much different. Um, but I guess a lot of men aren't like that. Like my grandfather, for example, was very social in his lifetime. Um, so yeah, that's probably why they say I'm a little bit like Joe. It's fair enough. Um, hmm? He's forklift people then, faggot, because that's what Joe does. He forklifts, and that's the only thing he really believes in, which is fair enough. He doesn't even forklift; he main freights the whole time. Um, that's what he does. Like someone said, that's good, faggot, because good for him. He's a heterosexual male, so and he's young. But yeah, people pick on him. They pick on Joe because he's a nerd. That's what they're calling Joe a nerd. That's why. Street smart nerd is what Florence King said right now. Because he is. And he likes women. That hurt people, didn't it? Yes. I wouldn't. I would imagine so. That's why you have to be people perfect here. They're telling me to repeat all of this stuff they're telling me. God's crying. God actually said, I'm really arrogant. That's what he said to me. He's very arrogant um, because he's about truth and nothing else. He likes the truth. And the truth, unfortunately, looks arrogant. The truth, unfortunately, sometimes doesn't look people perfect. That's the way it looks, but that's just what God is. God is on the truth frequency. So anything that's not aligned with that is a deviation from God's frequency. That's what we were talking about with the law of one yesterday. They talked about what did they talk about? Um, Distortion. That's the word they used for it. Distortion, and it meant deviation, or some people call it contrast, or duality. Not duality. Contrast, because it's different. We like to use the word different here. Um, Yeah, so duality is obviously light and dark. Contrast is, deviation is away from from the true frequency, which is the light. And that's the word that they use the word distortion. I really like that word distortion. Um, that's why I love that blog. I love the Law of One. Um, yeah, they use the word distortion, but we like to use the word different. That's the word we use because different sounds a bit people perfect. Um, Yeah, negativity we just say is different because it puts no judgment on it, does it? That's why God loves that word. We use different here. That's the word we use, different. Because I complain sometimes and I say, why do I have to go through all this? And God just says, um, you're experiencing difference. It's different. And it's like, oh, it's not bad then. Like that takes the sting out of it. It takes the judgment out of it by just saying it's different. Because it is. See, we're getting the roller coaster somewhere around here by all the stuff I'm telling you. So that's my purpose here, I believe. Because I'm an enlightenment teacher, an enlightening person. I'm enlightening people with different angles, from different angles. Different angles help a person's comprehension. And that's exactly why in that Positive Path video by the Law of One, it talked about contemplation, and it did touch on from different teachers, I think in the last part, because when you have different people helping you from different points of view, it enhances your comprehension and you get closer to the Creator with other people, basically. Which is just, I think it's good. It's good. They said that was the path to the heart, but it's an infinite pathway, obviously, where there's no because we're never fully whole, if that makes sense, because we're always on a path of discovery. But in reaching for more enlightenment, you get closer to you're more of a divine match. You're more at the divine frequency. So that's soul's growth, basically, in a nutshell. But it shouldn't be that hard or intellectual at the same time. That's why you are helping people, they said. I do like the Law of One. One of the things, I won't mention that again because I've explained it. Just watch that video though on Positive Path from the Law of One. That was very, very good. Interesting. I honestly believe I've gotten here through prayer over the years. Okay.